Resurrection Lutheran in Sunset Hills has two unique reputations among local Lutherans. They're known as the church with the triangle window and, more commonly, the church that used to host some pretty epic middle school dance mixers. Of course, the congregation at Resurrection is far more than those two things. Under the leadership of Pastor David Greenwald, Resurrection is a multi-generational congregation full of energy that exudes friendliness and warmth. Resurrection has a variety of ministry collaborations, from partnerships with Bethlehem Lutheran in the city to mission work in Belize. With strong ties to its Sunset Hills neighborhood, the Resurrection family reflects the active energy of many local families. While the middle school mixers are a thing of the past, they've got plenty of other outreach happening, from music ministry to quilting, an early childhood center to small group Bible studies.
We just finished an awesome week of Vacation Bible School, and I think it's probably my favorite week. Just seeing a room full of kids screaming, having fun, running around like crazy and screaming about how much they love Jesus. I think it doesn't get any better than that.
I think it's more like a family, so you're very welcome here.
Everything's like open, and you don't have to hold back, and you can talk to people about how you feel and stuff.
Yeah, I like how you can talk to everyone and they're all nice. There's not many bad relationships in the church.
Pastor David and Pastor Nick have done such a great job of bringing new families to our church, young families, and just making it fun.
When I came back from college, I felt like I was missing something. I was missing a family, and my uncle brought me back to church, and I got involved here. We just had VBS week, which was really fun, and it's been such a blast to get to know so many different people here at this church and feel like I really had a family to talk to and see every single Sunday, something to look forward to.
I'm Pastor Jeff Clater. In our congregation, we are guided by two words, loved and sent. We're loved by God in Jesus immeasurably and sent by Him into the world. We are one church with two locations, Christ Memorial in South County, St. Louis, and Reliant in Midtown. Come take a peek. Located off of Lindbergh Boulevard in South County, Christ Memorial is a 72-year-old congregation that 15 years ago relocated to a former Target retail space. Led by pastors Jeff Clater and Paul Dickerson, the congregation has a heart for serving their neighbors and seeks to do so with compassion and creativity. This can be seen in how they leverage their space and facilities. Christ Memorial Child Care Center serves families in the community across South County and the Lindbergh School District. They're also part of the Green Park Lutheran School Association. Christ Memorial operates a health and fitness center with free programs and fitness facilities open to the community. In 2005, the church started Christ Memorial Productions, a theater company open to the public that has performed for over 20,000 people to date. Along with their city campus, Reliant, Christ Memorial strives in mission that more people are loved in Jesus Christ and more people are sent into the world.
When we came here, we gave it a shot because we had such a good impression of it from the play, and immediately people came up, introduced themselves, and we just kept coming back.
It preaches about Jesus Christ and what He's done for us, which is the most important thing for us to hear every Sunday. But secondly, it also hits us right where we want to be with missions. We're very mission-oriented. We love to be able to bring people to church, to share the good news of Jesus Christ, and that's a big focus here at our church.
It's a place that we can come where we don't feel judged, where my oldest daughter has sung in church, my wife has sung in church, and so to see that working in our family has been incredible. A place where we can come as we are, and we can make real relationships and worship as part of a real community.
I remember specifically Diane Miller. She asked me to be in a CMP production, which is an outreach program at our church, and we were doing Joseph at the time, and I was like, oh sure, I love singing, and ever since then I have loved singing and acting and all that stuff, so that's kind of how I got plugged in.
We're a multicultural family, and every time we bring someone from another place in the world Christ Memorial just has open arms for us.
How we've been served by the church has been just the real friendships and the opportunity to serve. We've not experienced that to this level anywhere else, and so it's really fulfilling to be able to serve your church and to really feel like you're an active part.
Head into the Gate District in the Midtown area of the city of St. Louis, go to the SLU Medical Campus, and there you'll find Reliant Church, a multi-site campus of Christ Memorial Lutheran Church. Grown out of a young adult ministry in Pastor Jeff Clater's backyard in 2007, Reliant moved to this Midtown campus in 2013. The historical church building on the edge of campus pulls double duty, operating as Crave Coffee House throughout the week. Led by Pastor Bobby Walston since 2014, Reliant is a comfortable community for those who are uncomfortable with church. A place to be loved in order to be sent. On weekends, the clientele shifts from caffeinated med students to a multi-generational congregation. Reliant has established itself as a valued neighbor in its diverse urban neighborhood, becoming a go-to space for community gatherings and events. Along with their South County campus, Christ Memorial, Reliant strives in mission.
It's really evident that the pastors they're just truly shepherds.
I moved to St. Louis. I was not from St. Louis and I wasn't connected to any church there, but I had a bunch of friends from Truman who were aware of Reliant and invited me. And then when we got married a few months later, we stayed there and the rest is history.
When I visited Reliant, there were a lot of other transplants who had just moved to St. Louis, kind of like me, almost fresh out of college, and we all kind of found each other. And it's also really bittersweet because in these 8 years, my community group has seen a lot of change also. So people move to St. Louis and they also move away from St. Louis. So he's sending people through Reliant. They're being loved, but we live by the words loved and sent.
A lot of people come through the door, and it's interesting that we're now kind of the older people in the congregation, and so we get to see a lot of younger people coming through, having excitement about the way Reliant worships, the way they love on people, the way they invest in college ministry, things like that. So it's just really exciting, especially having our own kids now, since we didn't have kids when we started with Reliant. Just getting to see the way that Reliant really invests in the younger generations and ensuring the future of the church in that way.